Hello and welcome to Lauren's Travels. It is now 2026, brand new year. I'm ready to be done with 2025. It was kind of a mess. January is always exciting for me because yes, it's a new year, but it's also my birth month. So I kind of pack the month with activities throughout to kind of celebrate my birthday. So I'm gonna bring you along with me to some of these events and kind of catch you up in between on what's been going on in my life, any new updates, new job, new hair, kind of a new Lauren for 2026. So tonight we are going to see the Orlando Solar Bears game. It's Pink Whitney night, which means we can dress in pink. Tomorrow night I get to go meet one of my favorite authors. I've never been to a book signing, book release party with the author, so this will be really cool for me. And this weekend I'm going to a Wicked Wizard of Oz drag show. So yeah, I've got a lot to bring you with me too. I think I'll save the rest of what I'm doing for my birthday in another video. So let me bring you to all of these events and kind of catch you up. It's been a while. Last night was the Solar Bears game. It was so much fun. They did lose by 1 goal, but the 1 goal they scored, we went crazy for. So I had a really good time with my friends. It was the first time that all of our partners were meeting each other. It was really nice and everyone got along. So I love moments and nights like that where the vibe is just great. Today, I just finished my half a shift at my new job, which I guess we can get into now since I brought it up. I did start a new job recently in November of 2025. I was let go from my previous place of employment, and I don't really want to get into too many details regarding that, but it was time for me to go, and it seems like things are getting a little more toxic over there. But it's kind of good to push yourself and do new things and try new experiences. I was there for 5 years, so it was time. With this new company, I am work from home, which is a new thing for me and something that I need to kind of adjust to. I am always kind of anxious and always feeling like I need to be busy doing something when it comes to work, and this job kind of allows us to slow down a bit and make sure that the quality is there with everything that we're doing. It's a weight lifted off my shoulders because I don't feel like I need to go all the time or be busy every second of my day like I had to be with my previous job. So this is really nice with my new company, and I'm hoping that it brings forward new opportunities because I would like to, of course, progress within the company. So fingers crossed for that, but the feedback I've been getting so far is really nice and I really like my manager a lot. It's a cold day today. It's high of 65, I think, and lows 50s. So I'm gonna put on a sweater and stop at Barnes & Noble because I found out through Instagram that there is a A24 pop-up. If you don't know about A24, they are a movie studio. They are kind of independent, but a lot of their movies are pretty big. One of my favorites is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw that they have a pop-up store inside of that Barnes & Noble, so we're gonna go check that out. And then later tonight, I'm going to another bookstore, but this is our local independent bookstore, Writer's Block. And they are hosting one of my favorite authors, Isabel Ibañez. I was introduced to her work because she wrote What the River Knows and Where the Library Hides, and those books are set in Egypt. They're very adventure-packed, mystery, romance, a little bit of paranormal. So I loved those books so much, and I've kind of read almost everything from her. So her new book just came out yesterday as I'm recording this, and she's here in Orlando tonight. So I'm very excited to meet her. I'm a little nervous. I kind of get nervous meeting people that I look up to, so I hope I don't flub over my words and make myself look like an idiot. I'm very excited for today. It's packed full with books and good food, hopefully. So let's go get lunch. Orlando is one of 3 cities to have this A24 pop-up, so I'm very excited to check this out. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to this Barnes & Noble. It's off of Colonial Drive, but it's a 2-story Barnes & Noble, so it's definitely a good way to spend an afternoon just kind of browsing everything. I found it. Ooh. So it looks like they have some records here, and I really like the books. Good coffee table books. They've got some candles here too. This one is for horror. Let's see what that smells like. This one is noir. That one's good. It's very man-like. And then this one is rom-com. That one's a very floral scent. Looks like the horror is sold out. These run for about $48. Pretty expensive candle. If you guys like any of these movies, let me know. I have a couple favorites myself. The lobster is also super good. Oh, and then there's X and Maxine up there, also amazing. I wish there was some Pearl stuff here. I'm kind of hung up if I want to get this book or not, because I've always had my eye on it and it could give me ideas for future videos. But I also really like this collector's edition of The Lighthouse. Comes with all this stuff. And I'm thinking of Valentine's Day already, so my husband would really like this. I walked away with The Lighthouse for early Valentine's. I'll come back for that Florida book. I heard it's not a temporary pop-up, that they'll be there for a while. Now I'm gonna go pick up my lunch. I got Black Rooster Taqueria, which is a local chain. Cheers! Since it is the new year, I kind of wanted to talk to you about my goals and general overall vibe for 2026, what I want to accomplish and what I have on my mind moving forward into the new year. When it comes to New Year's resolutions, if they don't get accomplished, sometimes I feel kind of sad about it, or like I didn't do enough, but I also have to be graceful with myself. Last year was a lot for me, dealing with grief, with losing my grandpa. That was the #1 stressor and kind of sad damper on everything. But I also lost my job, and it was just a lot of loss. And when things start to happen, I kind of shut down and don't focus on things to move forward. So I definitely have to get better at that and kind of get that creative block out of my head. It's also a big reason why I didn't consistently upload videos, is because I just didn't feel that motivation. But it's a new year and the motivation is here, so let's discuss some goals. The first thing that I want to do is work on my fitness, work on losing some pounds. I'm not going to really set a number goal for that for myself, but just kind of feel better in my body. And one of my favorite bloggers, she goes by Lemon Hearted. She recently posted a blog post that has all of the best like trails and hiking areas and things all around Central Florida. So I'm kind of going through her list of ones I haven't been to and checking them off. Vincent has also realized that I have tacos. The next goal is to learn crochet. This was my goal for last year and it just did not happen even though I bought all the supplies. My friend Yada helped me kind of get the hang of making your loop and starting to crochet, but I really need to get my flow down and like practice more. So I want to be able to give someone something I made at Christmas time. And it could just be one person. I'm not trying to make everybody something, but I need to work on my skills, and that's my goal, to give somebody something I made at Christmas having to do with crochet. Another goal of mine is to go out of town for my husband and my wedding anniversary, which is in October. I feel like we try to do it, and with time constraints or money concerns or whatever, we never get to really celebrate for more than one day, and I love to celebrate, so I want to like have a whole weekend getaway with him. It could be in Florida. I just want it to not be in Orlando, Maitland area, so I just need to get out. And one year we went to Savannah. I shared a video of that experience from our Savannah trip, but it wasn't enough time, so Savannah is also a place I'd like to go back to. I don't know if that'll happen this year, but yeah. Goal number 3 is to do an out-of-town anniversary trip with my hubby. You love chicken? Here. And the final goal is something that's actually planned for 2027, but my book club, which we've rebranded and now we're the Cozy Coven. So my Cozy Coven and we want to do a little cruise. And so that is another goal, putting money towards the cruise. We're hoping to do a little trip to Mexico, which is a first for me as well. I've never been to Mexico, and obviously I love the food and the culture, and I think it would be an amazing trip with my girls. So that's a big goal for 2027, but we're working on it in 2026. Let me know if you have any goals or anything that you wanted to accomplish. We can manifest them together. I'm getting ready for tonight's event, and I figured we could gab a little bit more while I'm putting on my makeup. This is going over this, so I'll show you the full fit as well later. As you can tell, there's something different with me. I decided to get blue hair. Never had fantasy colors. I've never really been able to have it. Most jobs don't like it, and that sucks because I don't see how it makes you any less professional. Usually anytime I go out somewhere, I get compliments on it. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel, I don't know, unique. And anytime I see anybody else out that has blue hair, I'm like, we're family. To be honest, I don't know why I went blue first. I think I've always really liked blue hair. My favorite color is purple, but blue is also in there. I really like it. It does stain a lot though, which was kind of an issue when I first had it. When I first got it done, because I was kind of leaving blue marks everywhere. But a trick that my hairstylist actually told me about is to use toilet bowl cleaner for the tub when you do your washes, because it kind of takes any blue stains out. Blue hair is awesome. I really like it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it blue all the time. I might try to add different colors in there. We'll see. But for now, it's blue. And now I have to figure out how to do the touch-ups. I mean, it's not too bad. I kind of like seeing the grays and the darker colors. I just booked my flight coming back from New York. I still need to book the flight going there, but flights are so crazy right now, so I'm kind of waiting for that. But one of my favorite artists since high school, and I'm dating myself here, but Lily Allen. I have been obsessed with her. I was really obsessed with her when her first album came out, All Right Still, and her second album, It's Not Me, It's You. And then I kind of fell off the Lily Allen train. She has a new album, West End Girl. You might have heard of it because it's making so many waves. It is so good. It's such a storytelling album, and it tells the beginning of the relationship to the end, and I love albums that do that kind of put it all out there for you and make you feel like you're involved in the story, even though we're definitely not. An amazing album. I think it's her best. And my best friend, also since high school, Michelle, She lives in Brooklyn. I visited her and shown her on the channel before. Her and I got tickets to see Lily Allen at Radio City Music Hall. So I'm going to be losing my shit. I cannot wait. We kind of have like a theme for our outfits and based off one of her Lily Allen's videos. And yeah, I'm really excited. So it's another April trip to New York, but this time I want to see all new things. I want to do stuff I've never done except Central Park. Central Park is kind of a must for me whenever I visit New York because it's my favorite place to go. But so is Broadway. So we'll see if we can sneak a show in there because believe it or not, those Lily Allen tickets were $50 each. I was expecting to pay, triple digits for this concert. So also, my perfume is Lychee Rose. I feel like there's always so much to see whenever I go to New York. Purpose and goal of the trip is to hang out with Michelle, of course, and her cat Henry, who I love, and make new memories and see Lily frickin' Allen. I can't wait. I have my Bagoo and Labulu for now. I think I'm gonna end up getting rid of him. This will fit. The purple thing looks really cute. I got it from Snyder. And the makeup. Did some silvers and purples and blues. I just got to the location. I thought it was at the bookstore, but it's at Orlando Family Stage, and I've actually never been inside of this building before. It's right near the Orlando Science Center. And tonight's event is hosted by Rebecca Ross, and she is also another author. She wrote Divine Rivals, and so I'm excited to meet them both and get some books signed. Everything is purple in here. It's like it's meant to be. And they will be right there on that stage. I just submitted a question, so hopefully when it gets asked, and I'll try to record it.
It's a adult historical fantasy set in Renaissance Florence. It's about a sculptress. Her name's Ravenna, and she has a secret, a terrible, terrible secret. Only her family knows, and they hate that she has the secret. But her brother gets captured by the Medici army, and the only way to save him is for her to enter this competition. And she thinks to get an edge on all the other participants, she needs to reveal her secret, which she does. But the moment that she does, she draws the notice and attention of this immortal family from Florence. And they're powerful, secretive, nobody really knows where they came from, but they put on this competition. And when she wins it, they immediately take her, kidnap her, to Florence, where she has to do this mysterious task. And if she doesn't, the heir to this immortal family is going to kill her. There you go!
Egypt, Spain, and Italy. Which country do you have in mind for your next adventure? Love, Lauren. P.S. You're amazing.
You're amazing too, Lauren. We are going to Strasbourg. Next book, Strasbourg.
I wanted to do a little recap of how the book event went before we head off to our Wicked Wizard of Oz drag show today. I did go by myself. Next time I'm gonna drag one of my book club girlies with me because it was fun, but I wanna have someone there with me as well. But I feel like all of the girls around me anyways kind of had similar energies. Isabel told us about the story, and some people had already read it, so I'm guessing they got advanced copies. She also gave us a little bit of information about her next upcoming book, which I love the concept, and I've actually heard about this before. All of her stories are kind of like based on historical fiction, and her next story is centered around the dancing plague, which I think happened in the 1500s in France. When my question was asked, which was, you've taken us to all these great countries already, which one is next? France is the next pick. They did give us the chance to buy already signed copies of their books when we first came into the building. Wild Reverence is Rebecca Ross's newest book, and that sold out like before I even got to the table. So I was interested in getting that one, but I will wait till next book purchase to look into that one. But both authors are great. I really like their work, and it seems like they have a really close working relationship with each other. So yeah, it was just kind of a really nice all-together time. We didn't get a lot of time after them talking to each other to have our books signed. And I think there were a lot of people behind me that didn't end up getting their books signed. But how they were doing it was they were going row by row, you know, first row stand up, everyone go down the hall to get their books signed. And as we were getting closer to the cutoff time, because we had to be out of the building at 8:30, some people were getting a little bit antsy and they decided to kind of cut ahead, and that wasn't cool. And it's kind of hard, you know, for the writer's block team to kind of keep an eye on people and shouldn't have to police people. But yeah, some people cut ahead and, you know, good for them, I guess. They got their books signed. But I was in the last couple minutes of the cutoff getting my book signed. I took pictures with them, but I didn't actually turn around and pose for pictures with them, so you'll see a lot of the back of my head in some of these photos. She mentioned that she listened to a lot of Florence and the Machine for this book, and I told her that I'm seeing Florence in April. I'm having my book club read Graceless for our February book pick. I told them I hope they have a great rest of their book tour, because it seems like it is a stressful experience every day, you know, early flights, traveling. When you get to the city, it's nonstop. Like when they came here to Orlando, they signed a bunch of books for the event at Writer's Block, but then they also went to 2 other bookstores. They went to the Barnes & Noble that I went to on the same day, and they also went to the New Romantics, which is a local indie bookstore. I'm kind of wanting to do like a little indie bookstore day vlog, so let me know if you're interested in that, because I do want to share more book content here.
But of course I'll care for Nessa. But of course I'll rise above it.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around.
With the bum, like an ivy scratching while my fault was in action, it's like oh we had a brain. I ramble every bit.
That was such a fun drag show. Thank you so much to my mother-in-law for inviting me.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I will see you guys next time for some more adventures, and thank you for watching today.